being very concerned that we are not putting the contract out for bid. And as a board member, I'm not sure why we're not doing that, why it's being rushed through. There's great concern about tax dollars in the future, and talking about the deregulation of electricity, and a lot of things happening in the economic forecast for the future with teasers and all of that, that we might be able to do better if we did put it out for bid. And I really think the board needs to have more time to discuss it, and I know that it's going to be on our agenda soon.
Any other board comments?
Yes, I have comments.
Go ahead, please.
I also would like to review our process that we have started on this particular issue regarding the bus contract. If you refer to our minutes of the May 12th meeting, I spoke about the budget workshop and objected to an executive session that was held during that workshop regarding the negotiation of a bus contract, stating the direction given by the board to the executive session was not valid and in violation of the Sunshine Act. The straw poll was taken, 5 board members voted to proceed. There were 2 nays and 2 objections. At the same meeting, Mr. Volcanic explained that during the May 11th budget meeting workshop in executive...
Barbara, I have to say something. It is inappropriate for a board member. It's fine for me to release legal opinions, but once you release my legal opinion publicly, that constitutes a waiver of the attorney-client privilege, which belongs to the entire board. And that's something that
I'm reading from the minutes, published minutes.
Okay, then if you're reading from the minutes, then excuse me.
I'm reading directly from the minutes. Concerning the negotiations of a bus contract extension and additional action as required will be brought to the board in the future. Subsequently, at the May 26th meeting, I requested an RFP and why we weren't doing one. Subsequently, in the Boyertown Times, the article was reported on our board meeting, and from that article of June 4th, it prompted emails from Mr. Gross of the Gross School Bus Services in Beckville, saying that he would be interested in bidding. Subsequently, we have also heard from Klein Transportation, School Transportation of America. In the June 28th minutes, the awesome July 28th minutes, this issue was also brought up again. For clarification and record of this board, the current contract was for 3 years. It began in 2006 with 2 one-year options. We are now in the first 1-year option of this contract. The new contract negotiation with Quigley is not an extension of our current contract. It is a new 5-year contract beginning July 1st, 2001 and ending June 30th, 2014. In today's economy, it's not prudent to not to negotiate an expense with a vendor which makes up 6% of our budget without putting this out to bid. We have 3 other companies who have expressed interest in placing a bid to provide our bus transportation. This is a lot of money, about $4.8 million. It does not make fiscal sense not to put this item out to bid competitively. It's now August 11th. And my question, again, is when will this be brought before the board for public discussion?
Okay, are you through?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Any other board comments? Okay, public comment period number 2. Donnie Savage.
Hello, Donnie Savage from Creek Lane and Green Lane. Thanks for hearing me again. First, I wanted to thank Mrs. Kinney for sharing the information about the data workshop, the data retreat. It's always fun to hear a little bit about what's going on in our schools. It's refreshing to learn about what's going on behind the scenes. But what I really wanted to talk about today was the bus contract. Since May, as we've heard already tonight, several board members and members of the public have asked why the school district is not entering into a competitive bid process for the bus contract. To my knowledge, no answers have been provided to this question, which has been raised through board comment, through public comment, and through emails that have been unacknowledged. I'm speaking for myself, but I'm also confident that I represent the sentiments of others when I say that my intent is not to stir up trouble or make people look bad. I'm just seeking to gain a better understanding of an issue that impacts me significantly as a taxpayer and may adversely affect the quality of our education in the future if it impacts our budgets. Based on the information available to me, avoiding a bid process looks fiscally irresponsible. So I acknowledge that there's some information that I might not have, and I'm just seeking to get that information. So my question tonight then is, what obligation does the board have to respond to its own members and the public's questions and requests for public information? I looked at the bylaws of the board on the meetings and public participation policy, and I see 7 options for the board president to respond to public comment. No response is not one of them.